Welcome back to Kat's Kitchen. My name is Kat and this is my husband, Gabriel. Technically, we're not in the kitchen today. We are in Gabriel's beautiful studio. But today we are going to taste test 5 different Nespresso pods. Currently, our favorite is which one?
Melosio.
Melosio. We love the Melosio. We have it every morning and every evening. Every day. And so we're just kind of looking for another pod to love or to see if there's just another option out there for us to recommend to you guys since we're currently hooked on Melosio. We're just looking for another option. So today we are going to taste test 5 different Nespresso pods.
They're all like Latin America, I would say.
Correct. Yes.
Yep.
So we have the Master Origins Mexico pod, the Master Origins Costa Rica, Master Origins El Salvador. How do you say that? El Salvador?
El Salvador.
El Salvador. And this one is Master Origins Colombia and Reviving Origins Café de Cuba. So, Mexico, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Colombia, Cuba. You say them now.
Mexico, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Colombia, Cuba.
Love. Okay. So, we're going to taste test them all just brewed. We just brewed them in each of these cups.
We're doing one at a time, or you want
No, one at a time. So, they're all coffee pods, except this one is the Gran Lungo Nespresso, meaning it's a 5.5 ounce instead of 7.7. So, we're going to taste test first the Mexico pods. Gabriel is Mexican. Oh my gosh, I almost fell over on this. I like this one.
I really like that one.
Darker roast.
Definitely tastes bold.
Do you get woody? I don't know if I get woody notes. It's darker.
It says woody notes. Burnt
like
wood.
A tree. It kind of does taste like a tree.
Yeah.
Like the rainforest. Are there rainforests in Mexico?
I don't know. I think so.
If I were like blindfolded guessing, I would imagine that was Costa Rica because it kind of does taste like a rainforest. I don't know if woody is the right word.
It does taste like coffee in Mexico though. Like this is good black. I like this black.
Yeah, I do like it too. I like it plain.
Yeah.
Definitely roasty. It's a 3 out of 5 on the roastiness scale. And what is the other one? A 7 out of 12. So definitely darker than the Melosio that we do like. I don't think it's nearly as smooth, nearly as sweet, but it is a very pleasant black coffee. I like that a lot.
It's good. That one's really good actually.
That one is very good. I like. All right, moving on to the Gran Lungo. Oh, it says literally.
Can you pass me the water? We should have something like, what is that called? Palate cleanser?
Yeah. This is the Costa Rica. Way less flavor than that one though.
Yeah, lighter. It tastes lighter to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I taste, but it tastes.
It's not bad. I don't like it as much as the Mexico ones. You do?
I like it. It's a lot sweeter. It's definitely less bold. The cereal notes. What's cereal? It says cereal and it has a picture of a flower.
I'm guessing like wheat.
Can't see that. I can't see it because of your face. Because of your face.
Your face. Get your face out of here. It's also a 4 out of 5 on the roastiness scale, but still a 7 out of 12. So it's like a medium dark.
It tastes lighter than the Mexico one.
It does taste lighter.
I would say though that it says this one tried over ice, the Longo. I think you would want something darker and more kind of like in your face taste for ice.
I agree.
Because it's going to water it down. And if you water this one down anymore, it's not going to taste like coffee anymore.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. I think if you add milk or water to this, it would be almost too flat, too watered down. That Mexico one, if you like iced coffee, that would be a better one to add over ice.
Yep.
All right, next up is the El Salvador. That one's so hard for me to say. El Salvador. El Salvador? Do you pronounce the L?
El.
El.
Sal.
Vador. Dor.
El Salvador.
El Salvador. This one tastes more bright to me. Push and bitter. Ooh. Is that fruity? That is like really bright on the tongue. That I don't like in a coffee.
Yeah, it has acidity.
That's funny. Okay, so what's funny is I got this one in one of the sample packs and I didn't like it. You didn't like it either. We both were like, what the heck? Do you like it now?
I do like it now.
That's funny.
When you compare it to these other ones.
See, at least.
It has better acidity.
Not better acidity, more acidity.
More acidity. It says sweet and jam notes.
I taste jam. Sour jam, not sweet jam.
because the roasted level is 2 out of 5 and the top is a 5 out of 12.
Yeah. I know people like this one. I struggle. It's too acidic for me.
That's actually pretty good.
Ugh.
This
I know
is
people
good,
love that one.
but
Gabriel likes it. I don't. Which one do you like so far? 1, 2, or 3?
I still think the Mexico one.
Yeah.
I think this one's good if you're not adding like milk or anything. Because I like acidic light roast coffee if you're just having it black. Mm-hmm. But this one's better for like if you're adding other stuff to it.
All right, moving along to the Colombia. Mixed it for you.
This one smells different. You're not gonna like that one.
Oh, baby, this one's worse.
Yeah, I like it.
Hot diggity
it's
dog.
Like, it's acidic. It's sweet. You're not gonna like it.
Oh my gosh, that one is rough for me.
I'm getting more woody flavors though.
Mm-hmm. Not like Woody from Toy Story.
It's fruity, is what it is.
Yeah,
that's why.
It tastes fruity.
That's why it's worse for you. It's wash Arabica. Roastiness 2 out of 5. Yep, very light roasted, and a 5 out of 12. I actually like this one a lot. This actually tastes a lot like how I brew my press coffee. That's ground up.
You're right. It does.
It tastes a lot like it.
He does a pour over with the Brazil.
No, it's the Ethiopia decaf.
Oh, it is the Ethiopia.
It's the Ethiopia decaf now. Yeah.
Gotcha. He does it with the Ethiopia. My bad.
Yeah.
And you're right. It does taste a lot like that. Moving on to the Café de Cuba.
You like it?
I like it more than these two.
I'm more.
But it is darker.
This.
You like this the best?
Yeah. Especially if you just have just regular brewed coffee. Like if you're gonna add something small, I think the lighter roasts are better. Mm-hmm. If we're gonna be adding more things to it, then I prefer still this one.
This one tastes like Café Bustelo. Like
yes,
Puerto Rican coffee.
Ah, it does have the woody notes. And it's an 8 out of 11 for some reason instead of out of 12.
Mm-hmm. Definitely darker. You can definitely taste the darker roast. I think it's good.
I don't like it. I struggle with these type of coffee because it really, really... I think it is the woody because it tastes like burnt. It tastes like...
It does taste more burnt.
It tastes burnt. It tastes dark. It tastes bold. And I don't like that.
I think the reason why I like it is because I know if I add some sweetener and creamer, it's going to be perfect for me. Yeah. Because that's how I like to drink a cup of brewed coffee, which is what we're going to do next, is add a little bit of syrup and heavy cream. So when I add that, I love the strong taste of the coffee, but also complemented with a sweetener and some creaminess versus this really harsh...
Yeah.
sour, fruity, bright coffee, and then you add stuff to it, and then it tastes funky to me.
I think these would be great with just a little bit of creamer.
Yeah.
I add sugar. A lot of like coffee enthusiasts hate adding sugar to it. She doesn't like sugar in it.
I can't do it. Like a cup of black coffee with sugar? Oh, brutal.
I think it tastes really good with sugar.
I would rather have half and half or heavy cream and no sweetener at all in the black coffee. All right, so out of these 5, this one's your fave currently?
Yes.
I think I had the best reaction to this one, the Mexico one. Second fave would be the Cuba. Third fave would be this one. Fourth fave, El Salvador. And then 5th is the Colombia. I did not like that one.
Mine are completely the opposite.
Yours, yeah, he's completely
flipped. Except these two. I would flip these. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
That's your That's awesome. Which is so weird because we both love Melosio.
But I've never had Melosio by itself. So like the only time I've ever had Melosio is with heavy cream and brown sugar syrup.
That's true.
I haven't had it by itself.
That's true.
And if it's that dark by itself, I would not like it.
That one is I believe a 5 out of 12.
Okay.
So
wow, that's less than this. Less than this.
Yeah.
This is a 7.
Yeah. One of them was a 5. Didn't we have a 5?
This one's a 5. These are 5, but they're light roast. These two are 5, but they're light roast. I think the Melosio is medium.
Right. So we are going to add brown sugar syrup to each one and heavy cream. This is my homemade brown sugar syrup.
You have to do less than this one.
Yeah. It's literally made with just, dark brown sugar, water, salt, and vanilla extract. I will link the recipe in the description because it's fabulous. And then some heavy cream for a bit of creaminess. And then this is what we add to the Melosio. So we're just trying to kind of get a similar baseline. I'm the eyeball queen.
This is all very scientific.
I think this is going to be the true test for me to see which one's my fave because this is how I like to drink coffee with a sweetener and some heavy cream.
I think we try the 2 dark ones first.
I like it. Tastes similar to the Melosio. I love that the heavy cream kind of cuts the bitterness. Same with the syrup. And then it's just less bitter. It is darker though. Definitely darker. I still like Mexico more than this one. But this one's good.
Yeah, they're still good.
I like it. It gives it... The coffee comes out enough. And then it's not bitter and too overpowering. Yeah. I think I can even add a little bit more heavy cream in that one. And it'd be perfect.
I like that one. I like that one better now with the heavy cream. Again, because once you add heavy cream, it kind of dials back how bold and how strong it is. Yeah. And I think this one benefited from it. Whereas this one almost became too light with it. I
agree. Like it's almost, now you can't taste the coffee as much. Yeah. This one, the coffee is still present. Yeah. That's why I still like the Melosio one, because I feel like you can still taste the coffee. And creaminess. These don't have nearly as much creaminess as Melosio. This one's cold now. I like this one now.
This one's good.
We thought adding cream was going to make it not as good.
You still get the acidity from it. It not change that. Yeah.
It does taste sweeter. Yeah. Like now I'm noticing more of the sweet. Oh man, I don't know what it is. The second I take a sip of that one, I get an instant stomachache. Like it instantly hurts my stomach. Both of these.
This is going to be worse for you.
I know, now I'm nervous. Yeah. Dear Lord.
Well, you should never add like syrups to something that's already like that.
And wow, that is horrible with syrup.
I like barely add any sugar, and it already makes it like already super sweet and acidic. Yeah, that completely changed everything.
Wow, that is wild.
I think it's like over sweetened versus like maybe like Dunkin' tastes like a really sweet dessert. This one just tastes like you put way too much sugar.
Way too much sugar. Holy buckets. I like that even less than before. Have you picked a fave?
I think it's between these two. And I thought it was this one. As your favorite? With creamer? Yeah. I think I would like the Mexico one better if it was still hot. Yeah.
Dang it. Yeah, me too. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking the exact same thing because this one is good. It's just too dark for me. Just too roasty.
How's that one?
That one is good. And I actually think it's closest to the Melosio flavor-wise. But this one is, I mean, the coffee flavor of this one is very, very good. I think I have my favorite.
Yeah, this one's just still sweeter than this one.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's like one. I think these two are the same.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think these two tie for second, even though they taste different, but they're tied for second because they're both really good. That's so funny. And that one's my favorite too. And
I actually would still suggest this one over this one if you're looking for coffee because this one's a 7.7, almost an 8-ounce cup of coffee. This one's a 5-ounce. So you're getting more coffee out of this one. You can add all your add-ins and still have a good cup of coffee, a good size cup of coffee.
That's so funny you say that because I literally was going to say the only reason they're tied for me is because this one is a larger cup. Yeah. Versus this one not being
you're the opposite.
The same size. No, I mean like they're still my two favorites, but the only reason I would pick this one over that one is because the size of the cup. Yeah. Because this one's about 8 ounce and this one's a 5 ounce. So if you're wanting a normal cup of coffee, I would opt for this one. Even though I do feel like this one, I love the taste of it. I just wish it was in a 7-ounce form.
Yep. And then I think these two are great by themselves. And if you like drinking coffee black, with this exact sort of add-ins, they're not that good. No, they're not. They're not the best. No.
Horrendous with this combo, the brown sugar and the heavy cream. Yeah. Oh my word, one of the worst coffees I've had. Alone, it still was my least favorite because he's right. If you like light roast and you like the fruity, sweet, light roast flavors, more acidic, more bright on the tongue, you'll love these. Yeah. I don't like that in a brewed coffee.
Hers stayed the same. Mine went completely the opposite because I feel like as you start adding more things in, you want the stronger ones that aren't going to be watered down. And as you start taking things out, you want the lighter ones where you can taste the sweet, the acidic, the actual flavor profiles. Because these, to me, when it's just by themselves, they taste dark, they taste bold, they taste burnt. And then these actually taste sweet. You get the acidity of it, which he doesn't like, but I actually really like.
It's good to note that I never like drinking black coffee. Like, I will never, ever opt for it. My husband does. He, in the morning, will drink a cup of black coffee with a little bit of sugar. So that's why he tends to have the preference of a lighter roast. Also, like, that's just his taste preference. But if you are a black coffee drinker, maybe try these. If you're someone who likes some sweetener and some milk, or you put creamer, like a flavored creamer in your coffee, then maybe that's a sign that you should be opting for these 3 instead.
Yep.
This was fun. Would you say any of these 5 replace Melozio as your fave? Like, would you, instead of Melozio, reach for any of these 5?
I'd say probably yes, maybe with this one, but also probably not. It's almost the exact same thing. I like this one because it does have a little bit more sweetness. Mm-hmm. I feel like the Melozio is like diner black coffee, where it doesn't really have any notes. It just tastes like brewed coffee. Yeah. This does feel like it has a little bit more taste, even though it's a little burnt. You do get a little bit more of the woody taste. Mm-hmm. It's also slightly darker roasted, it looks like, with the roastness of 3 out of 5 or 7 out of 12. Yeah. What's the Melozio, like a 6?
Yeah, it's a 6, and then there's 3 out of 5.
So it's a 3 out of 5 roastiness, 6 out of 12. This one's a 7 out of 12. Mm-hmm. And this one has toasted cereal notes. This one has woody notes. And that's where it's a little bit different. This one would probably be a little bit more sweet with the cereal notes versus that one is a little bit more darker roast and bold with the woody notes.
I will say none of these 5 would get me to switch from my daily Melozio. If I ran out of Melozio, I would reach for the Mexico ones first. But I do think the Melozio is it's such a good, simple coffee for a cup of coffee, whether you're doing hot or iced. If you're looking for a pod with more flavor note complexity, then I would go for the Mexico rather than Melozio, but I do think the Melozio is top tier. Yep. Very, very good for a daily coffee. Well, thank you so much for watching this taste test video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have tried any of these Nespresso pods and you love them or you hate them, let us know. And if you haven't tried the Melozio coffee pods yet, I very much recommend. We very much recommend them.
Should we stack them?
Stack them?
As a final thing?
Sure. My face is blurry, though.
Okay.
I don't know if it's been blurry. He did that on purpose. Uh-oh.
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 Leave it to Cat.
Leave it to Cat to knock him over. What if I say mwah and you say got a blast? Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Have a beautiful day. Mwah.
Got a blast.